at Levi Stadium in San Francisco. The 49ers get ready to do battle with you from the booth, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. And take 3, 4, 5 years in football, it could just be a few months.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time.
Here we go. Black 80!
All day, dog. Switch!
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco 49ers, their offense filing back onto the field. This team got a huge win, Week 12, against Green Bay in front of the national audience on Sunday night. Now 10-1. Remember, they got off to the 8-0 start, then the loss. Now 2 wins in a row to get to 10-1. And if the season ended today, folks, the playoffs would run through Santa Clara in the NFC. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Under pressure, they got him again. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On second down, a run with Breida. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. This will be fielded at the 17. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Kill. Turn up.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Breaks free again. He'll be taken.
13.
Here's Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's
Pick up for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Foles. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Set to Valve. There to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the 3rd linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl, but not for that reason. When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety in the NFL, about 215 pounds. He's got a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays has made him one of the most valuable linebackers in the NFL. They made the right choice leaving him at that spot.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers nothing.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. And now running right through him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Touchdown, Jaguars. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Here we go. Like 80!
Everybody scoot up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now here comes Jacksonville's offense again as they set up shop. Looking at their season right now, big loss in Week 12 at Tennessee. Dropped them to 4-7. Huge difference between 5-6 and 4-7 as that moves them to the cellar of the AFC South. 3 games behind first place. They'll try to pick things up Week 13 in-state battle as they face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Curl.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. Touchdown, Jaguars. Seth DeValve. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on them. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will final play. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars. Now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
2 yards. You got 4. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26.
Again, it's Fournette. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
57's a mic. 57's a mic.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Just bowling over tacklers. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Back, 12.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
13. Hey, box truck.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
Fournette, a first down carry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A drive that time of 6 plays, and a long run there in the end to top it off. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.